Welcome to Maths Companion. In the last video, we have discussed the section division. We have seen that for any positive numbers x and y, the product root x into root y equal to root z can be written as the divisions root z by root x equal to root y and root z by root y equal to root x. We have also seen that for any positive numbers x and y, root x by root y equal to root of x by y. There was a homework. Let us check the answer now. Prove that root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Use this to compute 1 by root 2 minus 1 correct to 2 decimal places. We know a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Therefore, root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 equal to root 2 square minus 1 square. The square of root 2 is 2 itself and square of 1 is 1. Therefore, this can be written as 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 1 is 1. That means root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Now we have to find the value of 1 by root 2 minus 1 corrected to 2 decimal places. We have seen that root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Let us take root 2 minus 1 on the other side. Then we get root 2 plus 1 equal to 1 by root 2 minus 1 or 1 by root 2 minus 1 equal to root 2 plus 1. Now to get the approximate value, we can give the approximate value of root 2. Here we need correct to 2 decimal places. So let us give the value of root 2 as 1.41. So this can be written as 1.41 plus 1 and that is equal to 2.41. That means the value of root 2 minus 1 is approximately equal to 2.41. Next problem. Compute 1 by root 2 plus 1 correct to 2 decimal places. We have seen that root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Let us take root 2 plus 1 on the other side. Then we get root 2 minus 1 equal to 1 by root 2 plus 1 or 1 by root 2 plus 1 equal to root 2 minus 1. Now to get the approximate value, let us give the approximate value of root 2 here. So we can write this is approximately equal to 1.41 minus 1. And 1.41 minus 1 is 0.41. So this is equal to 0.41. That means the approximate value of 1 by root 2 plus 1 is equal to 0.41. Next problem. Simplify root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2. Use this to compute 1 by root 3 minus root 2 and 1 by root 3 plus root 2 correct to 2 decimal places. We know a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Therefore, root 3 plus 2 into root 3 minus 2 equal to root 3 square minus root 2 square. The square of root 3 is 3 and square of root 2 is 2. So this can be written as 3 minus 2 and 3 minus 2 is 1. That means root 3 minus 2 into root 3 plus 2 equal to 1. Now we have to find the value of 1 by root 3 minus root 2. Let us take root 3 minus root 2 on the other side. Then we get root 3 plus root 2 equal to 1 by root 3 minus root 2 or 1 by root 3 minus root 2 equal to root 3 plus root 2. Now let us give the approximate values of root 3 and root 2. This is approximately equal to 1.73 plus 1.41. Adding we get 3.14. That is the approximate value of 1 by root 3 minus root 2 is 3.14. Now let us find the approximate value of 1 by root 3 plus root 2. We have seen that root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2 equal to 1. Let us take root 3 plus root 2 on the other side. Then we get root 3 minus root 2 equal to 1 by root 3 plus root 2 or 1 by root 3 plus root 2 equal to root 3 minus root 2. Now let us give the approximate values of root 3 and root 2. This is approximately equal to 1.73 minus 1.41. Subtracting we get 0.32. That is the approximate value of 1 by root 3 plus root 2 is 0.32. Next problem. Prove that root of 2 by 3 equal to 2 root 2 by 3 and root of 3 by 8 equal to 3 root 3 by 8. Can you find other numbers like this? 2 by 3 is a mixed fraction. Let us express it as an improper fraction. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Therefore, 2 by 3 equal to 8 by 3. Hence, root of 2 by 3 equal to root 8 by 3. Now we know 8 is equal to 4 into 2. Therefore, this can be written as root of 4 into 2 by 3. We have seen that root of xy equal to root x into root y. Therefore, this can be written as root 4 into root 2 by 3. Root of 4 is 2. Therefore, this can be written as 2 into root of 2 by 3. 2 into root of 2 by 3 is 2 root 2 by 3. That means root 2 by 3 equal to 2 root 2 by 3. The second part, 3 by 8 can be expressed as an improper fraction. 8 into 3 is 24 plus 3 is 27. Therefore, 3 by 8 equal to 27 by 8. Therefore, root of 3 by 8 equal to root of 27 by 8. Now, 27 can be written as 9 into 3. Therefore, root of 27 by 8 can be written as root of 9 into 3 by 8. This can be written as root 9 into root of 3 by 8. But root 9 is 3. Therefore, this can be written as 3 into root of 3 by 8. And that is equal to 3 root 3 by 8. We have seen that root of 2 by 3 is equal to 2 root 2 by 3 and root of 3 by 8 equal to 3 root 3 by 8. We have to find other numbers like this. Look at the number part. This and the numerator are equal, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. How this number is related to the denominator? When the number is 2, the denominator is 3. When it is 3, the denominator is 8. Have you got the relation between them? What is 2 square? 4, right? What is 3 square? 9. Now have you got the relation? It is just 1 less than the square of this number. 2 square minus 1, 3 square minus 1. And in the next case, if you take 4, how can you write it? When the number is 4, this is also 4. And the denominator is 1 less than the square of this number. That means 4 square minus 1 or 15. That means when you take 4, you can write root of 4 by 15 equal to 4 root 4 by 15. 15 into 4 is 60. 60 plus 4 is 64. So this is equal to root of 64 by 15. And 64 is 4 cube. That is 4 square into 4. Therefore, root 64 by 15 is root of 4 square into root of 4 by 15. Root of 4 square is 4. Therefore, that can be written as 4 root 4 by 15. Now, what is the next number? Let us replace 4 by 5. Then the numerator is also should be equal to 5. And the denominator should be 1 less than the square of 5. That is 25 minus 1 or 24. Therefore, the next number is root of 5 by 24 equal to 5 root 5 by 24. Can you find the next number? When it is 6, the denominator is also 6 and the numerator is 6 square minus 1 or 35. Therefore, you can write root of 6 by 35 equal to 6 root 6 by 35. Like this, you can find more numbers. Next problem. All red triangles in the picture are equilateral. What is the ratio of the sides of the outer and inner squares? Here you can see 4 small rectangles. 2 of them are placed like this and 2 of them are placed like this. Since this is a square, all these 4 rectangles are equal. Means their measurements are same. Now let us take one rectangle from this. Let me give a name for this rectangle. Let it be ABCD. Given that all these red triangles are equilateral. Let one side of the triangle be x. Then this is also x. This is also x. This is another equilateral triangle. Therefore, its sides are also equal to x. Now look at the rectangle. Its breadth is x. What is its length? Its length is equal to BC. To find BC, let us look at triangle ABC. It's a right angle triangle and altitude is x. What is hypotenuse? X plus x or 2x. Now we know base equal to root of hypotenuse square minus altitude square, or BC equal to root of AC square minus AB square. AC is 2x and AB is x. Therefore, this can be written as root of 2x whole square minus x square. The square of 2x is 4x square. So, this can be written as 4x square minus x square. 4x square minus x square is 3x square. So, this can be written as root of 3x square. Root of 3x square means root 3 into root of x square, and root of x square is x. So, this can be written as root 3x. That means BC equal to root 3x, or length of this rectangle is root 3x. Now let us take our original figure. Here is our small rectangle. Its breadth is x and length is root 3x. This is the breadth of a rectangle, therefore it is x. This is the length of another rectangle, that is root 3x. Now look at the large square. This is one side of the square. What is the length of this side? Up to this is root 3x and this is x. Therefore, length of this outer square is root 3x plus x. Root 3x means root 3 into x. X means 1 into x. So, taking x outside, we can write this equal to root 3 plus 1 into x. That is, the side of the outer square is root 3 plus 1 into x. Now, let us find a side of the inner square. This length is root 3x. Therefore, this length is also equal to root 3x. This is the breadth of the rectangle. Therefore, it is x. This is root 3x and this is x. Therefore, length of the inner square is root 3x minus x. X can be taken outside and we can write this as root 3 minus 1 into x. Now we have got the sides of the inner and outer square. Let us find the ratio. Ratio of the sides of the outer and inner square is root 3 plus 1 into x is to root 3 minus 1 into x. We can divide both terms by x. Then we will get root 3 plus 1 is to root 3 minus 1. That means the ratio of the sides of the outer and inner squares is root 3 plus 1 is to root 3 minus 1. This chapter is complete here. In this chapter, you have seen a new set of numbers. Your knowledge is broadening now. Hope you like the new numbers. Practice well, study regularly, and in the meantime, send me your suggestions and feedback. In the next video, we shall discuss a new chapter. Till then, bye.